Michael let me read the script probably about 10 years ago, and I knew back then it was a passion project of his. And I read it. I loved it then. I wanted to be a part of it. And I wanted to make the movie with him. But at that time, I had a project, and then he had another little project called Transformers that had come into play. And
Three.
that's right. And kind of took him away for a long time. One of the challenges with Paul was to create a character, create a man, and like we were talking about, it is an amalgamation of men who, in the wake of heinous acts of violence, murder and kidnapping and things like that. Also, the challenge is trying to find threads of empathy, and at some point, hopefully allowing the audience in to see his heart. It's one of those really, really special, unique characters. So when I read the script over 10 years ago, I thought that he was the most interesting to me, but also a hell of a challenge to bring that type of man to life. Daniel's basic pitch to Paul was, listen, there's a guy, he is an ungrateful man. He has a lot of things. He has a lot of cars, he has a lot of money. He's ungrateful. He doesn't work for anything. And the essence of it is, we deserve it more than he does. We deserve it more than he does. We deserve the better life. We deserve good things in our life. And you know, for men who are searching for either acceptance, and they have many weaknesses and vulnerabilities, and not right in the head at that particular time, not seeing the craziness of this plan, a lot of guys would buy into this. And in this case, Paul bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. But the key was, and he was told this from Daniel, is there's no violence. The way this movie is shot, you'll see, the Miami is shot in a very cool way. Because Miami is a very cool city, and I've lived down there for a long time. I'm proud to call Miami my home, and it's a very cool city. It's a very sexy city. There's a lot going on, and I'd played sports there for some time. And Miami is a character in the movie, and also too, when you see the movie, you'll see in a small way, or maybe in a big way, depends on how you interpret it. It's a love letter to Miami too as well. I know that Michael lives in Miami, has a place in Miami, loves Miami. So he shot this movie in Miami with a lot of love in mind. I love working with Michael. I had a great time working on this movie. And you know, like all of us, everyone's reputation precedes him. And in this case, Michael has a reputation of being, you know, he's very focused, he's very direct, and he's a brilliant filmmaker. And you know, he reminds me of a great coach who all they want to do is win, just want to win. Mark was great. Look, Mark's just he's a hell of an actor. I love Mark. You know, we're very similar just in terms of, it's all about the work. You come to set, love to train, love to work out, love to have fun, laugh, joke, work around with each other. But then it all just becomes about the work and putting in the work from sun up to sundown. Yeah. Everybody remembered this story. Again, you know, especially if you were around in Miami. And I found that with a lot of people who I've known, again, I've been in Miami since I was 18. People would ask me, what are you working on? Oh, I'm working on Pain and Gain. This is what it's based off of. Everybody remembers this story. It is a crazy, brutal, hardcore, true story, absurdly comical, but still very, very dark.